What's going on, guys? KieranR1885 here, and today this is part one of my April gaming pickups. Basically, the pickups for this month are going to be quite stagnated. I've got two games here that I've picked up right now, and tomorrow, or by the time you see this video, whenever, I'm going down to Southampton with my girlfriend, and I'll hopefully be picking some games up down there. So there may also be one or two more pickups. It depends on what my situation is like for the month. But either way, I have two games here, one from my girlfriend and one from my dad. But we shall get into what I've got so far. So the first one is for the PlayStation 2. My dad picked this up for me. It is one of the last games I need for this particular series, and the game in question is Tony Hawk's American Wasteland on the PlayStation 2. This was the first free roaming game on the or in the Tony Hawk's franchise, technically, because I suppose you had games like Pro Skater, Underground. They were technically free roam, but in a restricted area, whereas this is more like it's one location, I think, and it stays the same. I haven't played this in years, but this is the first one that actually included bikes as well. So it's a good game. As you can see, I got the disc and I got a manual as well. It's in fairly good condition, but the manual's also black and white. You know my thing for colour manuals, but you win some, you lose some. So the second pickup is for my Xbox One. This is going to be technically an unboxing, and it is the Halo Master Chief Limited Edition. Game currently have this on special deal for £20. Or $19.99 if you want to be technical. Saw this on the IGN Daily Deals, had to tell Hannah about it, and here it is. So it includes 4 games, as you may know. It's got Halo Combat Evolved, the Anniversary Edition, a new remastered Halo 2 Anniversary Edition, Halo 3 and Halo 4. In total, you've got over 100 multiplayer maps, 45 campaign missions. When this was released, obviously I don't have access to this now, but I have Halo 5 anyway. Access to the Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta, like I said, already got it. And it also includes Halo Nightfall, an all-new live-action digital series from executive producer Ridley Scott. Either way, we're going to get this opened up right now. So, crack out my scissors, because I don't want to ruin it. So, there we go. Just put my phone on vibrate. So we're going to open this up. Let's see what we got in here. So first thing that we have is my copy of the game, a sealed copy. We'll unbox that very shortly. Oh shit. Okay, so now the box is empty. The next thing in here is actually a really nice Halo Master Chief Collection steel case. And there is a bit of, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it that well, but there is artwork here. So like the cover from Halo 1 and Halo 3? No, 4. Halo 1 and Halo 4 picture there. And then on this side you've got the Halo 2 and Halo 3 poses of the Master Chief. And the same again on the back from 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks awesome. So there's that. I'm just going to put that over there. So as I said, we've already got the copy of the game there. I'll open that up in a second. We do have a redemption code for a Grunt Funeral Skull. I'm not sure what that actually is. For the Halo 2 Anniversary campaign. Oh. Exclusive until the 14th of December 2014. Cheers, Microsoft. Thanks a lot. But I think the main attraction of this limited edition is in fact the multiplayer map book that comes with the Master Chief Collection. So I'm going to quickly snip a little bit in it and get this bad boy open. Okay. I think I got it open. A second. Okay, here we go. So, multiplayer map book for the Halo Master Chief Collection. Let's get this bad boy open, or out of its sleeve. So, essentially it goes through. This is like the layout. So you have the map at the top, and it includes, so like some of the things it's got is like the red base, sniper towers, needlers, plasma guns, that sort of thing on there. So that's Battle Creek from the first Halo. I think the best example I'm going to find, if I quickly show you, I'm going to use the example of my favourite map from Halo ever, and we're talking Valhalla from Halo 3. So as you can see here, we've got the map. It still looks amazing. And then it also includes general tactics as well. So, for example, Hilltop. At the peak of the hill, at the very middle of the map, is the position the team wants to control throughout the entire game. Controlling and staying alive at top middle is crucial. This allows the fallen allies to respawn and quickly lift towards top middle, knowing they'll have a teammate's assistance. From the peak of the hill, snipers can spot enemies around their base and slowly pick them off. Pretty impressive. So that's sort of just the layout from the map book. I'm definitely going to be using that. But for the meantime, I'm going to put that back in the box. And I'm also going to do the same with the steelbook and the grunt code. So finally, we're going to move on to just quickly opening up the Halo Master Chief Collection disc itself. I think it'll only have a disc in there, but it's still worth seeing just what's inside the box. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in it anyway, but oh no, I'm wrong. There is a couple of little, I think there's just, oh, it's just the one leaflet in here. Okay. Yeah, so it's just the code, like I said, for a bit more sealing on the box. The code for Halo Nightfall, the live action series. So you can watch it on the Halo channel. Is there a, let's see if I have to use it by a certain time. Doesn't say anything about that. So yeah, Halo Nightfall. I'm going to leave that in the box. And then there is the disc as well. Obviously it's going to be perfect, mint condition, fantastic, lovely job. So that is it for part 1. Obviously you can join to this video, you will see part 2 of the gaming pickups for April, and I hope you enjoy the next part. See you in a minute. So welcome back to part 2 of my gaming pickups, guys. This is going to be, oh, drop my Bluetooth remote, sick. This is going to be in the same video as part 1, which makes no sense, but anyway, these are going to be my gaming pickups from Southampton, like I mentioned in the previous part. This is a mixture of PS2, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and even one pickup for the original Xbox. I have a very small collection for this console because I don't actually own the console. However, I've just got some of the good games for the console that are still compatible with the Xbox 360. Therefore, I can still play them. So, as you saw in the previous episode, I picked up American Wasteland for the PS2. So, to start off this episode, I'm going to be carrying on the PS2 theme. I do have 7 games for the PS2. So I'm going to run through these very quickly right now. And the first game I picked up is Killzone. I am going to be going through the individual prices as well as why I picked these games up. So this first one was $150. Very decent pickup. Killzone's a series I've been wanting to play for a very long time, but never really got around to it, obviously being an Xbox guy. But then I thought about it, and this was the right one for me. I love this manual as well. Like, the front cover is amazing, and then, as you can see, full colour, lovely little artwork in there, fantastic. $150, could not really pass that up at all. Happy days, great pickup for that. The next one is from a good series I like, but more the modern games than these ones. My first entry that I played was Blood Money, but I thought I'd pick up one of the earlier games, and that is Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. This only costs 50p, so I was not going to pass it up for 50p. The disc could be in a much better condition, but I can't really complain. Only paid 50p. As long as it works, I'm not that fussed. The next game, this is probably, in terms of quality, this is probably the worst. Not just because of the disc, but just as a case as well. So this is Spartan Total Warrior, paid $150. But you got stickers on the inside of the sleeve. It's actually from a library. The Hampshire County Library previously owned this, and as you can see, it's only the disc as well. and if I can remember correctly, the disc is in okay condition, could be better, but the insert's actually printed out. Like, if you look very closely, I doubt you can see it on the camera, no, probably not, but it is very blurry, and you can tell it's been printed off, which is a really big shame. So I think that's another game that I'll probably look out to pick up again sooner, like, or in the foreseeable future, so I can get a better condition copy. The next game is the most expensive pickup from my PS2 range, and it is in fact Star Wars Battlefront, the first one. I've got Battlefront 2. This costs £5. Battlefront is an amazing series. This is probably one of the best games I've played, but never owned. So Battlefront 1, great pickup for my collection. Now I have both of the original Battlefront games. Amazing game. Definitely going to put some game time into that very soon. The next game is a game from my childhood. Like, I played this quite a lot, but on the original Xbox, I believe. This only cost £1 as well, so I couldn't pass it up. 007, Everything or Nothing. Probably one of the better Bond games out of that they've released, but this is definitely up there in terms of quality, as well as actually having some form of a story to it. Even though it doesn't necessarily time with a movie. The final two games, one of them I've owned and played so much. This is the next one though, I haven't played or owned at all. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I've played it once, but this game is another Star Wars game, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Been looking out for this game for a very long time, but sort of trying to find my moment to pick it up. This one also has a full colour manual. Some of the screenshots look amazing, like this one for example, just looking great. I'm really glad I managed to pick this game up. It's a good condition. The manual's a bit battered, but I can't complain. But like I said, fairly good condition. Only £3. Definitely a game I'm going to be... That's probably the first one I'll be playing out of this collection so far. The final game for the PS2 is another game from my childhood, which is quite bad considering it's a 15. But those will know, a great Rockstar game for the PS2. Canis Canem Edit, or as everyone does know it as Bully. An amazing game, playing as Jimmy Hopkins, running right around Bulworth. It's so much fun. Again, another full colour manual, but also I'm really glad that this was included in the manual, because usually you don't find these inserts nowadays. It actually comes with the Bulworth map, which would have come with the game upon release, if you can see it right there. So for those trying to find their way around Bulworth and cause some more shit, then go to the instruction guide and you'll find out. There's also a poster on the other side, but that's going to go up on my wall, and that's going to be showing the map of Bulworth. So that is all for the PS2 pickups, and now I'm going to move on to the Xbox pickups. So now we're going to move on to the Xbox pickups in my collection. The biggest part of my collection is in fact the Xbox. If you combined it all, probably, only because it's been my over the years, as in if we're talking about like right now, this is my more favourable console, but of all time, the PlayStation 2, nothing beats this. As I was talking about, I picked up one game for the original Xbox. I saw this, I knew this game was really good. It's a Star Wars game I've been yet to play. I hadn't actually heard of it at all until looking on an article about the best Star Wars game. This popped up, and it's if you don't count the PC, this is a console. In terms of for the Xbox, this is a console exclusive. Really good game apparently, and when I saw it was in stock at the Southampton Kex, I could not resist picking this game up. And the game in question is Star Wars Republic Commando. The squad is your weapon, as it says. So chaos is erupted throughout the galaxy as leader of an elite squad of Republic commandos. Your mission is to infiltrate, dominate, and ultimately annihilate the enemy. Your squad will follow your orders and your lead, working together as a team. They are your weapon. So, from what I can gather, it seems like an XCOM. Like, I wouldn't say it's an XCOM clone, because this came out before XCOM, but it seems as if it's like an XCOM, no, a Star Wars XCOM, which I have the Bureau Declassified, as in for the Xbox 360, from the XCOM series or franchise. It's a really fun game, so I can only expect a bundle of fun from this, especially because it's also first person, as far as I am aware. It's a first person shooter, and it's based on, I think it's based on Attack of the Clones. So I'll look that up and confirm that fact, but there is Star Wars Republic Commando. Looking forward to that. Next up are my 3 pickups for the Xbox 360. One of them's dead cheap, and I picked it up for the banter, and the other 2, there is a reason why I picked them up. But the first one is FIFA 12, 50p. This is my favourite FIFA ever. Like, the most amount of fun. I say that quite loosely, because if you talk about the amount of time I spent on FIFA 14, I put nearly 1,000 hours on it. Like, seriously, that's crazy, I know. But in terms of gameplay and in terms of the fun factor, FIFA 12 was up there. Like, it is joint with FIFA 14, probably. It was such a fun game. Didier Drogba was at Chelsea for FIFA 12. I mean, Didier Drogba, guys, he's a big fucking deal. But this game was so much fun. It's probably still, it holds up so well. Like, I'd happily just do all the transfers and just have a decent squad on FIFA 12. Like, this game was so fun, but 50p, I had to have it in my collection. The next game is also, the reason for picking this up is only £3 as well. But the reason for picking this up mainly is because it's now backwards compatible for the Xbox One, so I can just play it on there instead of putting it in my 360. And this game, in fact, is Halo Wars. So, aside from, I think, now that I have this, I have all of the Halos in some way, shape or form. As you saw in the previous part, I did get the Master Chief Collection. So I've got all 5 on the Xbox One. I believe ODST is actually a DLC on the Xbox One as well, which I'll need to pick that up soon. But I do have Halo 3 ODST on disc, do have Halo Reach on disc, and now I have this on disc also, as well as Halo 1, 2 and 4. Halo 3 is the only one I don't have as a disc, but it's only £1, but I do actually have it digitally on the Xbox 360, so I'm not too concerned about not having a disc copy. But when it comes to collecting, it's probably something I'll just eventually buy for £1. Like, if I have £1 spare, walk into a character, £1, sorry. Either way, Halo Wars, definite reason for buying it. It's a shame because it says on this, obviously, I'd prefer to have just got a standard copy, not the classics. But the classics does apparently have some DLC, even though it says there's a card included. I didn't get the card, which is a bit of a shame. But also, again, another full colour manual. It looks splendid indeed. Disc is in fairly good condition as well. I played this once, I think. I played a demo, and it seemed alright, but it's more of a strategy game more than anything. But regardless, looking forward to actually investing some proper time into the story and seeing where it takes me. The final game I picked up for the Xbox 360, it's a shame about the case, I can't seem to get all the stickers off, but that is Spec Ops The Line. Another unfortunate thing, there's no manual, but the disc is in good shape from what I can see. Picked this up for £4. Apparently this game is really underrated in terms of story. It's meant to be really good. And £4, I don't know if anyone's playing it online anymore, I doubt it. But I just picked it up for the story. Like, this is probably the first 360 game I'll play for a very long time because of the story. So I picked that up. Like I said, that was £4, and that also rounds up my Xbox 360 pickups. Finally, I have 2 pickups for the Xbox One. Both of these games are they're quite old in terms of the lifespan of the console, but they are, I guess they're not launch titles, but they're around the launch of the Xbox One, so take that as you will. First game in question, they are releasing a sequel to this game because apparently it is an underrated title. And for £6, I sort of had to pick up to give this game a go. And the game in question is Shadow Warrior. It looks really fun from what I've seen of it. The story's meant to be fairly decent, and the gameplay's meant to be quite cool as well. But definitely a good pickup for anyone's Xbox One collection if they're up for an FPS game. Hence why I picked it up. Speaking of FPS games, my final pickup from Southampton goes to Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is probably my, in terms of the quality, apart from, in terms of quality, this is my favourite. To start off, the disc is in mint condition. Like, whoever owned this game, they've impressed me. I got an invite to the Doom beta. The code's there, but it's over anyway. I was annoyed because I was like, yeah, I got an invite. Oh, wait, it's over. Obviously, the very thin instruction book literally just has controls in it, but who really gives a shit? But the most impressive part actually was, in fact, the fact I got a soundtrack for the game in here as well. And considering I only paid £7 for this, I was really impressed that I got the soundtrack as well. I don't think I was meant to get it. I think that was probably like a pre-order bonus, but either way, I'm really looking forward to playing this game. We're going to get everything installed on my Xbox One tonight. So this, I'm going to install Shadow Warrior. I've got to get Halo Wars on there. And yeah, after all that, there might be 1 or 2 more games that have been backwards compatible today. I think Sunset Overdrive is set for Games for Gold in a couple of days, which is going to be amazing. Hence why I've refrained from paying £12 for a disc copy. I'm actually quite excited to play that, considering it's meant to be a form of like Jet Set Radio hybrid, and I love that game. Like, I want to own a Dreamcast and play that game, even though the best times I played that game were on the original Xbox. Maybe I could look into that. But either way, guys, that is all my gaming pickups for the month of April, probably, because I'm going to be broke for the rest of the month. If there is any more, but I will do an additional video. But until then, guys, thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.